Hello, everybody! So Frank Tufano has finally delivered, and if I sound clippy, it's because the mic on this tablet is clippy. I will do my best, my very best, to not make it clip too much. I have been using my voice a lot, so I'm going to try and talk a little bit softer than I normally do, but I am feeling my quirky, amazing self, so let us just get right into this. Guys, I have a few concerns with this man at this point, but I'm here more so for the show than I am for the real life. So anyways, here we go.
What's up? How are you guys today? We are back for a day of eating, which I haven't done in a little while, and I'm going to show you guys a few things outside of diet that I've changed in my lifestyle that don't really warrant their own video, but I figured I would show you guys because a lot of you do, start doing these things and feeling a lot better after following.
Because it's placebo, buddy. It's placebo. That's all it is. And that's all it ever will be. Sorry, not sorry.
My lead. Yeah, so the main new thing I've been doing is getting tattoos because the heavy metals help stimulate liver tissues. No, I'm just joking, guys. The tattoos are for the bad bitches. We'll talk about that later. So,
this is my first concern. You need therapy. You don't need women in your life. You need to learn to be content with yourself first. You need therapy. Go and get some. You eat the standard American diet now. You trust your doctors and therapists and dietitians and all that stuff. So, go find a therapist. Go to one.
So a few months ago, I showed you guys the incline bed therapy stuff, and a few of you informed me that the whole bed has to be on incline, not just the top part.
This I don't understand. If you're raising up, that to me either means you are having reflux or there's something going on with your back or something. I don't know. I can't sleep with my bed like that. I tried inclining my bed. Guess what? I gagged. I woke up and I like dry heaved. Because I stopped breathing. I rolled onto my back somehow and I stopped breathing. When you sleep like that, I don't think your body is meant to sleep a whole night like that. I think it's telling your body, hey, we're looking out for predators. Don't go to sleep too deeply. So when you sleep sitting up, that's what it means. And then, it's when you're lying down that the body knows, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe. I think the reason I gagged, and I didn't even sleep that long, I gagged because my body stopped breathing. It stopped me from breathing, and I had to be awoken somehow. It's like, you're too deep, you're too deep. We weren't supposed to go to sleep. I tried the incline thing and it didn't help. There's something wrong with your lungs, you have reflux, or something with your, this isn't, no.
So they sell these bed elevating blocks. I'll put them on my Amazon store. I don't know, it's maybe 7 inches high, and then there's the bed frame, so this top part is slightly elevated. I might actually buy another set and elevate it even more because you can tell it's like on a slight slant now, but I think I'll benefit more when it's even higher totally. So now the feet up to the head are totally inclined, per your guys' suggestion. And I also have a grounding wire connected to the earth outside, and I have this thing on my leg that I plug it into. We have these available on WiFiShielding.com.
This is the other thing. It's not enough to wear those clothes and to do all that other stuff. No, we gotta connect crap to us as well. You need a therapist.
The rod, the extension, as well as the thing for your wrist or leg. As I've said in the past, grounding in like a suburban or city environment is usually not possible all the time because the non-native radiation actually gets stored in the earth, and you'll feel like kind of excited if you try to sleep or something. So I'll do it a few hours a day, but a lot of the time, like when I'm trying to sleep, you can literally feel the energy coming into your body. Like normally when you're grounded, you're supposed to feel a little energized and like completely relaxed, but you can kind of tell, especially in New York, that it's a higher voltage than it's supposed to be. So, instead of you being grounded out at
The only time I ever feel electrical energy is when I'm outside and it's the end of a thunderstorm. Or even just opening the door. I might know what he's talking about, but I don't think I fully understand it. This is insane to me. Get a therapist. This isn't even funny anymore.
At 0 voltage, you go extra negative and you get a lot of extra electrons if you use a multimeter to test your charge. But this is a day of eating, so let me show you guys breakfast. So we're having kind of a normie breakfast. I have some plain
Normie since the dawn of agriculture, the doom of all humanity.
bagels with butter here. And the reason I did this was because
The only thing we should have learned to do was farm animals. I don't think we should have ever learned to grow plants. I don't think we should have ever done that. Because now, it's all people want to rely on. I wish we had never learned how to do that. And we're paying the price now because the weather's been so messed up, it's destroyed some of the crops. It's been cold, it's been hot, it's been like frosty at the wrong times of year, it's been snowy, it's been all messed up. I think the world is trying to send us a message, guys. We cannot keep growing plants and relying on plants for our food sources. Stop. Stop. Stop growing plants. Stop growing them. Stop.
I'm moving soon, and there was like a few days I had to sit in my car a lot of the time, so I was trying.
He's moving again? Am I misinterpreting, or did he say whether or not that other place was temporary? I don't watch all his stuff. I only like the What I Eat in a Days, so.
I could just pack up a breakfast and lunch I could eat when I'm on the road, because if I don't eat, I start getting headaches and I don't feel so good. I mean, most people.
No, you don't feel good because by the way, your sugars are not supposed to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. They're not. If your sugars were stable, they would never go up, down, ever. You could go a few hours without eating and not feel so sick.
Don't feel so good if they don't eat all day. So I bought some plain bagels in the store. We got the butter from Frankie's Strange Meat. I just put a little tiny bit of butter on top. I think there's 1 tablespoon of butter on all of this bagel because I am still trying to avoid dairy for my liver.
No. You need to eat fat and lots of it. That's what your brain thrives on. That's what you need to prevent from actually burning. The more fat you eat, the more protective it is. Stop limiting fat. Your gallbladder is going to hate you if it doesn't already. It's going to hate you in your later years for not adding fat. In fact, I bet your gallbladder now gives you issues. That's probably why you need that stupid elevating thing, because you're having reflux. You're eating all the wrong things and your gallbladder's starting to back up.
And gut health, and having this 2 or 3 times a week, it's not that big of a deal, but I try not to do it that often.
There's nothing in this that helps gut health, by the way, just saying.
And then we have the Honeycrisp apple. We're just gonna have some water. I really need to get some water kefir and water kefir grains because like last week we went out to a restaurant, and every time I go to a restaurant, my gut health gets like obliterated and I have to start drinking.
No duh. Because guess what's in it? Seed oils. Probably meat with a bunch of soy crap. And carbs!
Drinking the water kefir again. So not ideal. And the bagels are an organic brand I saw in Whole Foods, Mighty Classic. I got the plain ones. I was having the everything bagels last week. The ingredients are pretty good. The main thing to note is that everything is organic and there's no vegetable seed oils in it.
By the way, you're still getting omega-6s when you eat this stuff. Know why? Grains, nuts, seeds, all of those have tons of omega-6s. Tons. Doesn't matter if they're crushed, processed, whatever. Still too much.
So it's pretty minimally inflammatory. These bagels are really, really good with the exception of them probably being made with fluoridated water or regular tap water, but not 100% sure. So we have that for the starch and the carbs. The butter is an excellent source of saturated fat, and it's very important to only have high quality saturated fats as the source of fats in your diet, because when you start having vegetable seed oils,
That's the only thing I agree with in this whole entire thing.
when you start having these high omega-6 fats, it's just not healthy for your body, your brain, and your physical appearance. So very important to keep high quality saturated fat in the diet for overall health and appearance. And then the organic honey crisp apple, I have it as a little dessert for some more gut motility, food volume. I gotta stop buying lemons, bro. I keep buying organic lemons and say I'm gonna put them in my water in the morning for extra vitamin C, but I just get so busy and they go bad every time. It's literally like the 6th time I've done that. But I did hydrate this morning. I did have some mastic powder right when I woke up with a lot of.
So more of this powder goes to show you, buddy, your diet, you keep changing things up too. Obviously, there is something you are doing wrong. You are going nuts. You need a therapist. This isn't even fun anymore. I don't know how much longer I can continue watching this show and feeling like it's a show. It's actually starting to get to me and it's kind of bugging me.
Water, and we're gonna have some mastic gum with the meal. We have this on organ supplements, and we also launched Giga Chad gum, which is basically the mastic, not ground up, and then you can.
Why would you put your stupid gum supplement things on your organ supplements site? Why?
Grind it up yourself, gigachadgum.com. And lately, I've mainly been doing vitamin B1 supplements, sometimes B2 with the meals, activated charcoal before bed, and then I have the B complex.
Yep, activated charcoal to get rid of all the nutrients.
Sometimes in the morning too, but I'm waiting on my hair mineral results, which should be here this week, to see what else.
You're going to be deficient. Guaranteed, 100%, 1000%. I know that for a fact.
I need to supplement if I need to supplement anything. And of course, we do the iodine nasal flushes every day, but for the most part with breakfast, the only supplement that I've been taking lately is the vitamin B complex if I feel like I need it. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of sit here and enjoy my breakfast. A nice source of carbs and starch and get things moving in the morning. And then we'll see you guys for lunch. And we'll talk about the lack of protein in this meal later and go more into that. Bro, plain bagel with butter, one of my favorite things. It's so good. I can't wait till we have the hypoallergenic dairy farm. I'll be down in dairy every day.
You need to get rid of carbs. That's what you need to do. Get rid of carbs. Go on carnivore, but go high-fat carnivore. High-fat.
All right, we are back for lunch, which I feel like is a science experiment because I got so much stuff here. But we do a spoon of grains and maybe a sip of.
I don't know what I just did there, if I did anything at all, but buddy, you wouldn't be having this kind of crazy science experiment if you were just eating carnivore. It's just simple. Cook up a thing of ground beef, bam, done.
I am going to be having some water kefir with this meal and some water kefir grains. As I said earlier, I'm having a little bit of mastic before and after the meal, not just at the end. What's new is Vichy tablespoon of grains.
I jumped ahead a little bit too much, I think.
Things. I am going to be having some water kefir with this meal and. All right, we are back for lunch, which I feel like is a science experiment because I got so much stuff here. But we do have a few new things. I am going to be having some water kefir with this meal and some water kefir grains. As I said earlier, my stomach's been so messed up since that restaurant meal. I kind of need the water kefir and the grains to fix it. So we're going to have a tablespoon of grains and maybe a sip of water kefir. We can do that actually before the meal.
You're taking way too much mastic gum, idiot. Your stomach is still messed up. Wait, how long ago was that restaurant meal? How long ago? Definitely a week at least, right? And he posted this, 2 or 3 days ago. Your stomach shouldn't be messed up now. Come on. 4 days and your stomach's still messed up? What the?
And maybe half a teaspoon of mastic gum at the end of the meal. But I've actually been having a little bit of mastic before and after the meal, not just at the end. What's new is Vichy Soie, which is a French potato leek soup that's actually served cold, and it tastes better cold. I've had it hot, I've had it warm, I've had it cold. I usually like it around room temperature. It's potatoes with leeks. That's pureed up. I use a little bit of coconut cream instead of dairy cream, and I also blended some cannellini beans in here, which isn't part of the recipe. I just did that to add some extra fun.
I'm sorry. Carbs! I'm trying not to clip the mic too much, I'm sorry. Carbs! Carbs, 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 carbs all day.
Fiber, and the base is the beef stock collagen broth from Frankie's Range Meat. So it's basically just mashed potatoes made with beef stock. with some leeks mixed in and some beans. So it's not a traditional vichyssoise because of the beans, but it's really, really delicious, and it's a complete source of carbohydrates, fiber, minerals. Really, really excellent and tasty. It's delicious.
Except one problem, beans have phytates, which what? Do you remember anything from your carnivore experience? They block absorption. But yeah, let's shove all that down our gullet too.
Starch source. Yesterday I just had this with some roast beef. Today I went to the bakery to pick up some organic bread. I've been too tired to make my own bread lately, so I've just been.
See what I mean? You're not sleeping right because you're sitting upright. You're not eating the right foods to fuel your body anymore. You're not. There's so much here that you're doing wrong. Where do I even start? This is getting sad at this point. I don't know if I can keep watching the show. This is just a show for me. But it's actually getting to a point where I don't even know if I can keep watching.
Picking up some baguettes, maybe a few times a week. I haven't had bread every day for lunch like I usually.
You know, like, it's like, you know how when you're watching a TV show and you're like, I can't keep going. This is really annoying now. Like, I hate that they keep talking about this, doing that, going here, saying this, whatever. I hate this. Like, why? I'm not watching this. If it's just gonna keep going downhill from here, I don't know how much longer I can watch. So, and I know people love I'll do them if people still want me to do them, but Frank Tufano's just getting, I do have another video that I want to react to, though. It's not from their channel directly, but if it's from a compilation channel. I'm gonna probably react to that one next. It's a great show.
Enjoy doing. And of course we have the Honeycrisp apple for dessert. So the bread and the potato vichyssoise are a mix of the starch and the carbohydrates and the fiber to feed the gut bacteria. The grass-fed roast beef from Frankie Strange Meat, that's our protein for the meal. Don't have to prep it, it's delicious, it's cooked rare. We're getting amino acids, cholesterol, choline, B vitamins, all that good stuff we need to heal our liver. And of course everything's organic, the highest quality. You know, the only concern might be, hey, did they use fluoride to make the bread? But this is the replacement for the beef barley stew.
Yeah, because we're going to be paranoid about everything, just like one of the other people I'm subscribed to. She's paranoid about everything. Doesn't even want to doesn't even want you in her house. In her house. Even if you so much as use a cell phone. So much as from what I understand, you can't even have it with you. You can't have it on airplane mode. Nothing. Nope. She will ditch you like, I don't know, and she's probably going to unsubscribe from me if she hasn't already because of that. But you know what? I don't care. I'm sick and tired of all the paranoia around here. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. She didn't react because of she didn't suddenly react to the freaking radiation. It didn't just suddenly do anything to her. I think she probably ate something that didn't agree with her, or she ate, crap, something that, maybe it wasn't the best quality meat that she had that night, or I don't know. But no, she blames radiation for what happened to her. It's non-ionizing. What's it going to do? Ugh, it's bugging me.
That I was having over the winter, I don't really like having the beef barley stew in the middle of the summer. I end up not eating as much, so I'll try a little bit of everything for you guys. The roast beef is phenomenal. Very good. This potato leek soup is so tasty.
Cause it's carbs. Carbs all day. Carbs all day.
It's so good. It doesn't make sense. It's like 10 times better than mashed potatoes will ever be.
Cause there's carbs in it. It's the carbs. It's the carbs, carbs. Wait, what is that song? What is that song, that melody I'm thinking? I think it's from a kid's song. I could be wrong. I forget how the melody goes. And yes, I rhymed. It's the carbs, carbs. It's not a kid's song. It's the overture. But yeah. It's a carbs, it's a carbs, it's a carbs, 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 it's a carbs, it's a carbs, it's a carbs, carbs, carbs.
Very delicious. Very good. I don't know if this bakery stopped selling like fresh bread the same day, but the bread's okay. It's not like super fresh. And I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of the grains.
Yuck. Yuck. Ugh. That would be like me scooping SCOBY out of the bottom of a kombucha bottle and just... Gah!
We have some ginger water keeper here. Very delicious. So guys, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my lunch. I'll do the recipe for the Vichy swap.
What was that? Can I just go back here? Take a listen to this.
Keeper here. Very delicious. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my water keeper here. Very delicious.
Okay, I found it.
Delicious.
What happened there? Did he almost puke? What was that? One more time.
Water keeper here. Very delicious.
That at the end is like, what was that? Was he just like, I couldn't see it right? Like, I don't see that. That sounded like, I mean, it could have been just he went, but I don't know. Something sounded weird about that. I don't know. It sounded weird.
So guys, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my lunch. I'll do the recipe for the Vichy swap maybe next week.
He's just burping a lot. I guess that's what it is. But dude, like, I think you're upsetting your stomach more, buddy. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did almost puke, because that freaking mastic gum, he even said it makes him nauseated.
So guys, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my...
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this part. Well, listen, really, I didn't really hear this part. He's repeating himself too. Like, what is going on? Why is you have a robot brain. What you're doing is turning you into a robot.
So guys, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my lunch. I think I'll do the recipe for the Vichy swap next weekend, probably.
Yeah, you rebooted. You rebooted. You're not from here. Remember that video I said he's not from Earth? He's not. He's some kind of robot cyborg thing that needs to eat to keep his batteries charged.
Probably not this weekend. We've done recipes on the bread before.
I don't know why. I'm just... He keeps rebooting. That's what that was. That's what that was. Okay, I got it now. That's what that weird reaction was, or whatever that was.
Roast beef is available on Frankie's Free Range Meat, just organic Honeycrisp apples from the supermarket. And we have the water keeper and water keeper grains on Frankie's Free Range Foods, although I think we might be almost sold out of the water keeper, so you might want to check on that. But if you guys have any questions, as always, just let me know down in the comments. Next meal is going to be dinner, which you guys have seen before. That's the only meal that is not going to be different today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's been a long day. And we have our beef udon noodles that we've been doing for, I don't know, better part of a year now.
Carbs! Carbs, 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 carbs all day.
So if you guys haven't seen this, we did a recipe some months ago that wasn't exactly this. This is just my white bean puree with a little bit of collagen broth from Frankie's Free Range Meat. And
not enough, not enough, not enough. That, I think you should have just taken today and drank the broth and some salt. Nothing else. Broth and salt. You're really friggin', if you really need a gut reset that bad, broth and salt, please.
And And in that white bean puree is cannellini beans, shiitake mushrooms, onions, the organic artichoke spread we have on Frankie's Free Range Foods, a little bit of coconut oil and some salt, and that's all blended together to make this kind of pasta sauce. There's also some collagen broth in the white bean puree itself, and then I'll add more collagen broth to this when I go to make the noodles with a little more salt. And the meat in here is the 95.5 lean blend from.
See what I mean by not enough fat? You need way more fat. That's what the human body works best on.
Frankie's Free Range meat. So maybe one week we'll do like a full longer day of eating and I'll show you guys the food prep. But everything is just made. You know, the noodles are boiled, the pasta sauce is added, the meat is added. It only takes me maybe 10 minutes to put everything together. A lot of the time I'll actually just have the roast beef instead of the 95.5 lean blend, just so I don't have to cook the meat and it's even faster. And then we have our Honeycrisp apple for dessert. The main difference between this meal and the other meals is I will take a bit more masticum before I go to bed, usually about a heaping tablespoon. So quite.
Without saying it, you're saying that what you've been trying to do is only making things worse, and you keep trying to do more and more and more and more, and you're still not feeling any better. And it's beyond baffling at this point. Like, I don't get it.
And sometimes I'll even take a few charcoal capsules before bed. Not sure if I'm gonna do vitamin B1 tonight, but I did like.
Dude, this charcoal thing has to stop. It has to. It's not gonna work out for you at all. It's only making your mineral absorption worse.
Last night, and sometimes the B2 as well. My sleep hasn't been that great. I've narrowed it down to either just the air.
Yeah, I wonder why your sleep hasn't been that great. Why hasn't it? I wonder. Couldn't possibly be the way you're eating, could it?
Quality here is just so horrendous, or me going to the gym and stuff and being around injected people. I think I'm going to start trying to take a shower before.
How would being around other injected people affect you? How would other people that have gotten the gerb affect you? What is this? What is this? Guys, holy crap, what is this? And I thought the other side of the world was crazy. Where are the middle people? Actually, I think I already do have one that I'm subscribed to. Maybe I'll just keep following them.
Before bed and see if that helps. If that helps, then I'll know for sure if that's the case. Because I really can't think of anything else. But anyway, that's the meal, guys. We have a minimal amount of protein. We have plenty of starch in the carbs and noodles, and we have all the fiber to detox the liver in the white bean puree.
Carbs, carbs, carbs.
I've been experimenting a little bit with reducing the protein for breakfast and for dinner. At the beginning of the day when I want to start the liver detox, and at the end of the day, and then that middle meal for lunch is when you guys told me I had quite a bit of roast beef. That's where I try to load up on the proteins because the protein is a bit harder on digestion. You don't sleep that well when you eat a lot of protein, and it takes a lot longer to break down. So I do like having that.
I don't know. I just follow my gut, and I just eat what I want when I want.
In the middle of the day, not first thing on an empty stomach, not at night right before I go to bed. So it's something a little new. No water kefir with this meal, guys. We're just gonna have a glass bottle of mineral water. But I think that's everything for today. So hopefully maybe you guys have learned a little bit here and there from the day of eating. But the liver detox continues. It continues. Getting that sun those few days and going to the restaurants definitely messed me up a little bit.
Your liver detox isn't actually going as you would like because of all the fructose and the glucose. Just saying. And you're not absorbing nearly enough vitamins to support your liver. So there's also that.
Extreme detox, but whatever. If you guys want to see all of my interesting businesses, you can go to frank-defano.com, where you will see a lot of stuff we've spoken about today, and we're always coming out with new stuff every week, guys. So be sure to check out the websites.
When he says we, what does he mean?
And that's really it. So if you guys could please drop a like on the video, leave me a comment down below, make sure to subscribe and check that notification bell, and share the video if you can. I'll see you guys soon. Some of you guys were talking shit yesterday on my video. Frank, why don't you have a girlfriend?
You need therapy first. You need therapy first.
You got the tattoo now, so I'm waiting for the bad bitches to line up. I'm waiting.
You need therapy, buddy. You don't need a woman right now. It's the last thing you need. Stop. So, my cough just started up a little bit. I don't know why. But, this, guys, is why you don't eat a low-fat carnivore diet, because then this happens. This will happen to you. Stop eating only protein. You're gonna go nuts. Yeah. So, yeah, so carbs. I don't know what to say. I mean, at this point, it's just getting really bad. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. So, yeah, I don't know how much more of this show I can watch. I mean, if you guys want me to, if there's anything new you want me to try watching, now I don't know how YouTube is with links. I haven't turned anything off. I haven't turned anything on that I don't know of. Like, everything should be working as normal. I don't know what the heck. If you want me to watch something, put it in my description, in my comments, and just tell me whether or not you want me to react to it, okay? Just say, like, here's something you might want to react to, and then because YouTube is picky, I guess, about the wording, so yeah, just put, here's something I think you might find interesting, react if you like, or whatever, and I might, so yeah, just, yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Carbs! Carbs, carbs, carbs!